Scholarships are non-repayable financial awards. They are generally allocated to the students with outstanding academic achievements, although some also recognize volunteer and work experience. Each scholarship has its unique requirements and its eligibility criteria. In this video, we will be focused on exposing the do's and don'ts that are associated with scholarships in Canada and how one can easily obtain a scholarship in Canada. Before we move on, do like and subscribe our channel to get the constant update about studying abroad. Scholarships in Canada. It is possible to obtain scholarships in Canada without being citizens of Canada. The instruction that would be listed in this video is valid for citizens and non-citizens of Canada. Now, before we start, it is crucial one understands why he or she wants a scholarship and how it would help in his or her pursuit of excellence. For education abroad, the scholarship is a blessing for the student because the cost of studying abroad is much more expensive. This is one of the reasons why one should pursue a Canadian scholarship, whether a citizen or non-citizens. In scholarship pursuit, it is paramount that a candidate bears in mind the rule of first applicants. The candidate shouldn't wait till the deadline before applying because it reduces the chance of one being offered a scholarship opportunity. But the application should be smart, creative, and attractive so that we can draw the attention of the authority. Nowadays, many writing institutes like Scientific Writing Service helps learner to write their application for the scholarship. We should try to attach all the paper relevant to the requirements. But we should not provide any false information in our application. It is strongly forbidden. Eligibility requirements tend to vary from application to application. So where one scholarship may ask for a personal essay, another may just want references. Some scholarships are offered entirely on academic merit or sporting achievements or even creative pursuits. So be mindful of your skills and match them to what's out there. Pay attention and take notes to these. They are vital in every scholarship opportunity. Now let's check out the 10 undisputed tips to gain scholarships in Canada, which are also applicable in other parts of the world. So the first tip is plan ahead and research about additional opportunities. Plan ahead, plan ahead, plan ahead. I wish to say those words 1,000 times would bring your conception the importance of this phrase in landing you a scholarship. One of the reasons why students don't get Canadian scholarships or other scholarships from other parts of the world is the late application problem. The importance of seeking and looking for scholarships early cannot be overemphasized. It has been recorded that students who get scholarships most of the time are students who started applying early. If you want to increase your chances of gaining a scholarship in Canada, you should start applying for scholarships as early as possible. Learn about scholarships administered by the Canadian government, provincial government, private foundations and non-profit organizations. Also note, in accordance with Citizenship and Immigration Canada regulations, you must prove you have enough money to meet your financial needs while studying in Canada before beginning of your studies. So if you are going to pursue a scholarship to help finance your education, start researching opportunities early. Now, the tip number 2 is to understand the requirements. The importance of understanding these scholarship requirements cannot be overemphasized. It is as important as the scholarship itself. This is applicable to all the scholarships you could think of, including the scholarships in Canada. Canadian scholarships have some unique requirements that, if not duly met, would definitely disqualify the opportunity of winning that particular award. Don't spend your time applying to awards that you're not actually eligible for because it reduces your chance of gaining a scholarship. You might be sitting there thinking, duh, obviously. But we see so many awards receive applications from people who have absolutely no business applying to that award. Don't let that be you. Read the eligibility requirements very carefully. If you are not sure what one of the requirement means or if it applies to you, ask the award administrator. It takes only a few minutes to ask questions versus hours to write an essay for an award you can't win. Now, let's come to the third tip, which is don't forget about the smaller awards. Okay, so obviously, winning $10,000 is much more appealing than winning $2,000. I get that. There are tons of scholarships in Canada that is very easy to get and doesn't require a sophisticated application process. I'm also pretty sure that everyone else agrees. That's the problem. Everyone wants that $10,000 award and not the $2,000 award. Any award with a high value prize is going to be extremely competitive, making it a lot less likely that you will have a chance at winning. This is where it becomes important to go for the smaller awards. You will have a lot higher chance of winning, meaning that the effort you put into winning them will be rewarded. So let's understand this with an example. If you apply to many small awards, you will have a higher chance of winning a few of them. So apply to 20 awards worth $2,000, win 5 and receive $10,000, or apply to one $10,000 award and win nothing. The path to success is pretty clear. Now let's come to the tip number 4, that is reference letter. A letter is written specifically for the award that you are applying for, not a generic reference letter or to whom it may concern type letter. Those are okay for smaller awards, but anything over $2,500 or so with multiple application elements should have a tailored reference letter. It shows you have taken the time to connect with your reference and it shows the referee thinks highly enough of you to take the time to write the letter. Have the letter written on official letterhead, the school, the business, etc. It's the only way judges know that it's not the applicant or a friend or relative who has written the reference letter. Even a generic to whom it may concern, reference on letterhead is better than one on blank paper. Have the reference sign the letter, again it makes it more official. Scholarship programs have to be very careful about ensuring the integrity of their program. They don't want to take a chance that the award recipient falsified anything in their application. To be 100% sure, your referees are prepared to receive a call to confirm they did indeed provide your reference. It's awful when a referee can't be reached within the time limit because the applicant will be disqualified. So now let's come to the fifth tip, that is, look at the cheats for each award. The terms and conditions or rules and regulations, whatever the legal stuff is with each award is called, have insights into what the judges will be looking for because Canadian judges are very strict. Sometimes there's even a marking grid, example 10% on marks, 40% on volunteer work and 50% on essay. And often there are specific statements about what they are looking for. Tailor your application exactly to those specific items. The judge will love reading an application that feeds exactly into their marking rubric. So here's the best reason to take a couple of hours each week to apply for some awards. A $500 award is about 50 hours of minimum wage work. Plus, any award in Canada looks good on your resume. It can help you win more awards. Success breeds success and it will help your resume stand out down the road. Till now, we discussed about few tips, in which the first one was plan ahead and research about additional opportunities. Second was understand the requirements. Third was to not forget about the smaller awards. Fourth was the reference letter, and fifth was to look at the cheats for each award. Now, moving on to the next tip, that is passion and personality. The imprint of passion for scholarships cannot be overruled, and Canadian scholarships are not different. When there are hundreds of applicants for an award, the ones that shows the applicant's personality and passion for the topic really stand out. Judges usually read a lot of applications. 10 to 50 can be common. After a while, they can all meld together. It's a breath of fresh air to read one that feels like you're sitting across from the candidate and you want to keep talking to them. Now, let's come to the seventh tip, that is, do the research. Don't enter any scholarship contest in Canada that can ask for application fees. There are billions of dollar worth scholarship funds available in Canada that do not require fees waiting to be claimed. In addition, be wary of signing up with any scholarship sites or search engines that require a fee to access their databases. Instead, try by using free, reliable scholarship search engines such as World Scholarship Forum. This site uses reliable algorithms to match you with scholarship opportunities you may be uniquely qualified for based on income, background, gender, region, extracurricular activities, and academic interest. Because energy wasted on scam scholarships stops one from finding and winning the legit ones. Now, let's come on to the eighth tip, that is, extra effort counts. Some education consultants estimate that supplying optional information on free scholarship search engines can generate twice as many matches, which means twice as many opportunities to earn free money for college in Canada. Play the numbers by applying for as many applicable scholarships as possible. Keep in mind that smaller scholarships often have fewer applicants than those with higher monetary rewards, so your chances are higher. But before you spend too much time on one application, look carefully at all requirements so you do not waste time on a scholarship for which you are ineligible. Now, the ninth tip is get creative. There are tons of scholarships in Canada, but look for scholarship money awarded in your areas of interest. For example, social justice, the environment, speech and debate, or music and theatre. Some scholarships are open to any student who has participated in an area of endeavor, while others are designed for students with particular professional aspirations. For example, the Glenn Miller Scholarship Competition offers 20 awards of $4,000 each for vocalist and instrumentalist. Now, coming on to the last tip, that is, believe you will get the scholarship. This is somehow the most important aspect of this point. It is not possible to get what you don't believe in. Therefore, apply for every scholarship with the inherent belief that you would get the scholarship. It doesn't only motivate you to go to the extra mile, it also unlocks the possibility of you being awarded the scholarship. That's all for this video. If you have any queries, you can let us know in the comment section below. And if you want to know more relatable videos, you can also check out the other videos related to scholarship by clicking on the I button. Until then, take the leap and I will see you soon in the next video. Good luck!